friends, how are you today? I was thinking about an activity and I was feeling kind of hungry, and so I thought, you know what? I need a snack, but not just any snack. I want to make fancy snack. That sounds kind of fun, right? Maybe you want to make a fancy snack too, because fancy snack is so much better than just eating snack all by yourself at a table. Fancy snack is fun. And I'm going to show you how to do fancy snack today, how to have fancy snack. And you can't just do it alone. You have to do it with other people. Okay, so now I got out some very kind of super fancy dishes, and I got out some food and some special cups. I'm going to show you all how I set up fancy snack. So the first thing I did before I even started fancy snack was I washed my hands really well. Tops, bottoms, in between, rinsed them off, got them nice and clean. So my hands are all clean. Then I thought, what do I want for my fancy snack? And I thought, ooh, I know what I love. I love fruit. So I got some fruit. Now, do you know what this is called? This is a colander, right? And a colander is used so that you can put things in it and that you can rinse them off. So I got a bunch of my favorite fruits. I don't know what your favorite fruits are. And if you haven't tried fruit, or you are like, I don't like fruit, you should try fruit. It tastes better when you're doing it fancy snack style. So I got my favorite fruits and I washed them off. That's important to do. I washed them off in the sink in my colander. And then I thought, you know, I could just put these on a regular plate, but why use a regular plate when I can use a fancy plate? So we're gonna make some fancy snacks. So you know what? I found this. Okay, you see this? This is one of my favorite plates. It's got a llama on it. Isn't it cool? My cousin, her name is Cindy. She gave this to me. I love it. And so I'm gonna put my fruit onto this plate. And I think I had some apple. Now I don't know if you like peel or you don't like peel. If you don't have an adult help you, but you have to have an adult help you. And you notice my apple's cut. Now I'm older, so I can use a knife by myself. If you are going to make fancy snack and you are going to cut, ask an adult to help you, please. That would be great, okay? So I cut some of my apples and I think I'll lay them like this. I like the skin on my apple. So maybe I'll lay it just like this. Ooh, kind of going around the llama. And then I got some of my other favorite fruits, some strawberries. Maybe I'll put them just like this. What do you think? And then, I got some of my other favorite fruit, some grapes. I think I'll put those to the side right there. And then, I've got some berries. These are blackberries. I love blackberries, love, love, love them. So I'm gonna put those right here. And then at the very bottom are my blueberries. I love blueberries, and I think I'll pour them right into the center of my dish. Now the llama's hidden, but the cool thing is when I've shared my fancy snack, everyone will see that llama at the bottom of the plate. So I'm gonna put that right here, okay? For right now, I'm gonna set it right off to the side here. Then I thought, what's another one of my favorite snacks? You know what I love? Vegetables. So I got some of my favorite vegetables right here. And they're on one of this is a plate from my house. This is the plates we eat off of, they're blue. But I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put those on something fancy too. Ooh, I know what I could use. I think I'm going to use, well, I just used a plate. I want to show you this plate. Isn't it cool? My brother made it for me. My brother made this plate. He does pottery, and he made this and painted it for me with a special kind of glaze and made this paint for me. So maybe I'll use his plate in a little bit. But I thought I would use, this is a platter. And I love this platter because look at the shape of it. I got this from my aunt. You know, I love all the special things in my house that come from all different special people. So she gave me this, and it came from a place called Portugal. Isn't that neat? So anyway, I'm gonna use this, I think. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. I love the shape of that. And I had a big long carrot and I cut up my carrot, so I think I'll put my carrot just like this. And remember, if you're going to cut, have someone help you. So I'm gonna put my carrot just like this. Maybe you have baby carrots. Have you ever heard of baby carrots? Are they babies? They're not, they're little tiny carrots, right? Baby carrots are good. And then I love peppers. And not just, I got green peppers, but I got some yellow pepper, because that's a fun color. I think you can tell some of my favorite colors. Yellow is one of them. And so maybe I'll put all of my peppers right here. And I still think some of you are still saying, ew, I don't like peppers. You don't have, this doesn't have to be your favorite. You go pick your favorite vegetable. So maybe I'll put those just like that. And then I have some tomatoes. Now, the thing about tomatoes, and everyone will tell you this, tomatoes are not really a vegetable. They're really a fruit, just like here, because they have seeds inside of them. And you know what? So they're a fruit, but you know what? I thought I'll put them on my vegetable plate anyway. It'll be okay. So I'm going to put my tomatoes right here, just like this in a line. I love these little tomatoes because they're fun to eat. So those are my favorite vegetables. I'm sure do you have a favorite vegetable? Do you like broccoli? Have you tried asparagus? Do you like lettuce? Those are all great vegetables that you might want to have as part of your snack. You can't say ew until you try it. I always say try it, and if it's like, oh, that's too much, you can put it aside, but always try it. And then I got a fancy bowl, and inside of it, I put some dressing, some salad dressing. And of course, it's my favorite kind, ranch. And I'm gonna put it right there, just like that, in that fancy bowl, so that I can dip my vegetables into the dressing if you want to. You don't have to. And then I could taste it like that. Dressing tastes good when you dip your vegetables in. So I'm gonna leave my pepper right there because that's what I'll probably try in just a minute. So I thought, okay, I've got my fruit and I've got my vegetables. I know what I'm gonna do. I think I need some popcorn, something crunchy for this snack, this fancy snack. So I went and got this. I found this, it's a Christmas tin that someone gave to me. I love this, and you know what, it makes me happy. So why not have it as part of my fancy snack, and it even has a top on it. And so before I started this snack, this is what I did. I went to my popcorn maker, and I used my popcorn, and I made popcorn, and that was so fun. You know, I've talked about this before. Making popcorn is one of the most fun things. And my popcorn, I've got it kind of in a fancy bowl already, but I thought, oh, you know what? I'll take some of my popcorn, and my hands are clean, so it's okay that I do that. Maybe I'll put it into here, just like this, as part of my fancy snack. I'll add this into here, and I can have this, and it will remind me of Christmas time, the holiday times. And I'm gonna put this right here, I think, right there. That looks good. And I can say, you know what? I can even put this fancy bowl right here. Big one there, a big and a little one of popcorn. I thought, something else that I love that's crunchy is pretzels. So I got a bag of pretzels here, and I got this bowl, this fancy bowl. I went through my whole kitchen. Now look, I love this bowl because on the outside it's blue with this cool design, on the inside it's orange. I love this bowl. So fancy. So I'm gonna get my pretzels, and I'm gonna add some pretzels into my bowl. So I've got some pretzels here to eat. Oh, that's becoming part of my fancy snack. Love it. And then another one of my favorite kinds of snacks is granola. So I've got some granola here. And I know sometimes everyone can eat different things. There are some things I can't eat, so I'm not adding it here to my snack. If there's something you can't eat, well, of course don't add it to your fancy snack. And so I'm gonna add this in, the granola, with my pretzels. So they kind of are all mixed together, see? Just like this, I'm mixing them up together. See inside of my bowl? I've got pretzels and granola all together. Ooh, and I've got my top. I think I'll put that on right there. So now, I've got some fruit. I've got some vegetables. I've got some popcorn. I've got some pretzels and granola. And you know what? I have this extra plate right here. And I'm gonna put it right in front of me because I thought, ooh, you know what I need? I need napkins for snack, but not just any napkins, fancy napkins. Now, sometimes you have fancy napkins in your pantry, but you know what? I got out this plain napkin. It's just a plain white napkin. It's got some bricks here, and I got out a marker, okay? This is what I'm going to do. Come in a little bit close. I'm gonna make this a fancy napkin. Now, I'm gonna use a black marker just so you can see, but you can use any color you want. And I'm gonna draw a smiley face on it so that everyone that eats at my fancy snack will feel happy. And maybe I'm gonna do that with all of the napkins. And you see, I've got this fancy basket here, but I think I'm gonna put my napkins on my brother's plate, just because that's a cool way to have the napkins out. And I'm gonna set them right here so everyone knows they have a napkin. Okay, now, and you know what? I might just leave this basket here too, just because it's fancy and think of something to put in it. Now, this is the last part of what I wanted to do. We have to have something to drink with this fancy snack. And so I thought, well, we can drink from regular glasses or we can drink from fancy glasses. Now, I have so many mugs in my house, so I decided it would be fun to drink from my mugs. So I'm getting out some mugs. This is one of my mugs that I love. And here's another one. Look, it's an owl. Isn't that cool? And here's another one. Look at that, a unicorn. Loving that. And then I've got, oh, just like that llama plate, I've got a llama mug. Look at this. Look, isn't that, it's pretty fancy, right? And then I decided, you know what? I got out my ice. This holds ice. This is for holding ice. It keeps it nice and cold. And inside, I thought it would be fun to use my tongs to put a piece of ice inside each glass. It's kind of fancy, right? For snack, it's fun. I'm gonna put a couple in there, and I'm gonna put some in here, and some in here in my owl. You can use some tongs. Maybe you have this, maybe you don't. But I just thought this was a fun way to serve ice. So I'll put that out. And then for my drink, I just have water. But water tastes so much better in fancy glasses. And you might notice that I have it in a very special pitcher. If you're gonna use something special, remember to ask first. Just like all of these things, I made sure if you're gonna use something fancy, like some fancy plate, you ask. An adult helps you to get that out. And so I'm gonna pour this water from my pitcher, and you should be, somebody can help me do this, into my glasses. And that will make my water taste so much better, I think, into my mugs, actually. I said glasses, but these are really mugs. I'm gonna pour this into my mugs. And then I think I'll put my pitcher in this basket, just so it looks fancy right there. And then I'm gonna put my water all around. I'm liking how this looks with my napkins. And now I am ready to have a fun, fancy snack. That almost looks like a feast, doesn't it? A feast, a whole lot of food. Look at this. This is just a snack. So you can tell, am I gonna eat this for just me? Probably not, but if it's just you, that's okay. If it's you and someone else, but have someone else come and have a fancy snack for you. Or maybe you wanna make a fun, fancy breakfast, or maybe a fancy lunch, or maybe even a fancy dinner, using different things that you usually don't put on your table, but that look fun to eat off of and fun to drink from, and just makes the food look so much better. All right, what should I start with? I will try one of my berries. Oh, it tastes so much better off that plate. And I think I will choose to drink from this unicorn mug. Sip of my water. Water tastes so much better in a unicorn mug. Love it. All right. I hope that today you will have a fancy snack